Hello, everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Look at my special guest I have, Afefe, with Touched by Tarot. She has her own YouTube channel, and she's been, my co-pilot, as we like to say, a few times. Many of you are familiar with her. She's truly an amazing tarot reader. I'm not kidding you guys. I'm just not kidding you guys. She's one of my favorites. So please check out her channel, Touched by Tarot, and her website is truly Touched by Tarot if you're interested in a reading. Thanks so much, guys. How are you, Afefe?
I am doing wonderful, Susan Lynn. I hope you are, and everybody who joins us as well. I'm so glad to be here. Always a great time when I see you.
Same here. Same here. All right, guys. Here's what we're going to do. You guys do know me now. Afefe, she's using her phone, and her phone's probably like 6 feet away from her, so she ain't going to be seeing too much, unfortunately, because we're using StreamYard, and StreamYard doesn't play nice with Mac computers, so we making it work anyway. But I will say that you guys know, I just want to say hello to everybody. You know that I'm not the kind that goes through and says hello to you guys individually. I like to get busy. But do know that I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining me. And Afefe and I are gonna do some readings tonight. We are going to help you out. So what I'm gonna do is Afefe, I've starred these, and I'm gonna pop them on the screen. Okay. And I'll read it because I'm not sure that you can see the screen.
That's the thing. I'm depending on you, Susan. I'm totally.
You need to get some binoculars out. Be like, yeah, okay, I got the question. Oh, Lord, God bless you. This woman can make anything work. She's like the MacGyver of psychic tarot readers. Okay. Our first question is Angel Wings, and Angel Wings just wants a message from her guides, her spirit guides. What do her spirit guides want to tell her? All right. While Afefe is shuffling, I will jump on in here. And I will say that, oh, Lord. Angel Wings, I know you didn't ask this, but is somebody in spirit for you that eats peanut butter? Or maybe your dog eats peanut butter, or maybe you like peanut butter. Bizarre, I know, but I'm getting peanut butter. You can let me know in the chat if that makes any sense whatsoever. But I would say that that's not from your spirit guides, but I would say that from your guides, I'm getting peace. You need some rest. They're saying you need some rest, girlfriend. You need to kind of take a time out. You need to take a little time for yourself. You're a little bit frazzled. You're a little bit burning the candle at both ends. You do like peanut butter. Okay, well, that's good. I do think that is a message from a person in spirit. So perhaps your dad or a male that's in spirit. But anyway, when you're ready, Afefe, let it roll, girl.
Well, I was waiting. I knew you were going to do this, Susan, because you always do.
What do I do?
When you just said the dad, I was waiting for the man, because the very first card that I pulled was the King of Cups. So I was like, exactly. So I was like, okay, but I was like, I'm just going to wait. I know she's going to do it, and I'm going to, it's going to zing. So that's what I'm getting. Definitely.
Uh-oh, you froze up on us, Afefe. Don't do it in the middle of a reading. We can't stand it. We can't stand the, uh-oh, there she goes. You're back.
I don't know what happened there, but
we lost you for a minute. You were talking about the man.
Okay. Well, apparently he's really here and really wants to make sure we're paying attention. I agree with you, because I got
Oh no, you're frozen again, Afefe. I wonder why it's doing that. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We'll get this technology figured out.
It is really bad. That's unusual.
I know, because you use your phone all the time.
I use my phone all the time, and I've got full internet strength. And I even have like the business class internet connection. I work from home, so I'm not sure what that is. I'm so sorry. All right, let's see what happens and keep going. So the bottom line is, you mentioned about needing to take a break. 110% Angel Wings, because we got you with the Ten of Swords. Don't get a whole lot more stressful than that, just in terms of understanding, you know, you're on overload. And I would wonder even how your sleeping patterns are going. You know, if you're just really overthinking a lot of things, you definitely need a timeout. But what's on the other end of that, which is really cool, is I did pull the final card for you, is the Magician. I think this is your dad and spirit in general, your guide, saying, once you take a minute to slow down, the Magician is going to help you understand what your next moves are. And it's like you're going to realize that you already had more at your disposal to do what you need than you knew. But you're not going to get there as long as you keep pushing too hard. You got to chill for. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
All right. Everybody's telling you to take a little minute. Oh, hey, Kevin, the healing medium is here. Good. Let's get this party started. Angel Wings, thank you for your question, dear. I hope you can find some time to, take a little respite. And let's go to, I wanted to just thank, let's see if I can find it. I wanted to thank Creative for your Create Love for your super chat. Thank you so much. That's so generous of you. Thank you so much for doing that. All right. We answered our first thing. And I think your dad's energy was so strong that he was like literally tossing Afefe off of her internet line. Yeah.
Right? Like, no, no, but very, very strong. And that's a beautiful thing, though, when you think about it, to have somebody come through that strongly in a supportive way. And he's definitely coming with wonderful support. Yeah. Protective, too. Very protective.
Did you say protective? I was just getting ready to say protective. Of course, I know, right? I know. I do the same thing with Kevin. Kevin and I read really, I only have people on my channel that I like simpatico with because I'm crazy. I have crazy energy, not
you
just
crazy.
Everybody
that's crazy there was.
Oh Lord. All right. Trey Cameron says I'm not sure about where you are. Wants a message from their spirit guides too, or any advice for Trey Cameron. Trey. Trey, you want to do something that you've been putting off, and I'm saying for real, like you've been putting it off, and it feels like it's one of those things where we don't have the confidence that we probably should have, and your spirit guides are like, yes, do it. They're helping you. They're cheering you on. So there's a decision that you want to make that feels like an expansion, either a new job or going back to school or a new hobby that could be something important in your life. Your spirit guides are saying yes. So that's what I'm getting for you, dear. I'm sure, look, if we were doing a whole reading, we could go all crazy with it, but just in a short period of time, that's what I'm getting for you. And how about you, Afefe? What are you coming up with for Trey?
Once again, talk about simpatico. As you're talking and I'm praying and asking, it's like ping, 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 picking up on what you're saying. Trey, I think like Susan was saying, and one of the things that I got, it's the 7 of Cups. You understand what a lot of your options are, but you spend so much time perhaps, thinking this, that nothing gets done in the meantime. And it kind of stalls you out. And then you get frustrated because you're stalled out. That's easy to have happen. I got that confirmed because, again, as Susan was speaking, I pulled the Lover's card for you, which is in this deck. I don't know if you can see it. It talks about making decisions and being making decisions and having the wherewithal to make choices. I will say, as an add-on to Susan, what she got is, I also pulled for you the 5 of Wands. I think there's a part of you that is one thing that's standing in your way is you're trying to avoid conflict. And that could be why you're not making some of the decisions, because I get the sense that this has been some energy around you. It's not so much what you're anticipating, but it's something that you've been encountering. People who perhaps when you say you want to do something, you're not getting the support. You're not getting the good, the good advice, or yes, you can do it. You're getting more, some pushback energy that may make you then doubt yourself. And it's getting you in that pattern of not making decisions or not feeling like it. But again, as Susan said, make sure I'm holding this right. You got the skills. That's the 8 of Pentacles. You can do it. You got what you need. If maybe you're feeling yourself being reliant or needing more, assurances from others and you're not getting that, don't let that trip you up.
Don't let that trip you up. I love that. Fantastic. That was a great reading, you guys. I'm telling you, she's amazing. All right. And Ron, Unconditional Love Tarot is here. Hey, Ron. Thanks to all my moderators. I really appreciate you guys so much. All right. And I hope you found that very helpful, Trey. I think that was some deep stuff. Really, really good. All right. So we're going to move on. And Marie Steams, I would just say you want a message from your family, but I don't know what that means. If your family is in spirit, I mean, let's do something quick. If you can, Afefe, let's just do a quick reading because I don't know who her family is and where they are.
Okay.
I sense love. I sense love and support for you. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting like they're on the sidelines of this game called life. And you're still in the game called life, and they're cheering you on. They're really supporting you and looking on and connecting with you. What do you get, dear?
I mean, you can't make this up.
Can't make it up.
Belonging.
Okay,
a sense of belonging, and the Empress, one of the most loving, nurturing, giving, bountiful cards in the entire deck in tarot. So definitely family wants to know that you are embraced, that never ever think that you're not. And this Nine of Cups is some sort of wish that you're making to perhaps connect a little more, or to feel that sense of, with that cups, to feel that sense of connection. And they're saying clearly, I'm here, and in a very feminine, motherly way. I'm here.
nice.
Big hugs to you.
I'm telling you guys, I love this. All right. Okay, let's keep on rolling. Jackie Poole says she would like a 2023 message for her career. Jackie, what I'm getting for you is a change. They just told me a change. Now, sometimes people don't, including me, don't want to hear the word change. It can make you feel uncomfortable, right? But it's not a bad change. I see a good change. I see a blessing. I see a change that becomes a blessing. Now it starts out as I'm not sure, right? Like I'm not sure about this, but it becomes a blessing. It's a blessing in disguise, is what they just called it. So sometimes things can look, you can look like you get transferred or something happens, but it's going to turn out for the better for you. Afefe, are you ready to roll?
I'm ready to roll. And I'm making it a little shorter. I'm just doing 2 card pulls because I can't see who's out there. So I know we got to move quickly, but definitely, again, I'm going to echo what you said. I do think there is, I pulled the Emperor and I pulled the Universe, which is another card meaning the world. So definitely, Tiffany, it is time for you. If you have not changed jobs, it may be time for you to think about that. It could be that you've been passed over for a promotion. With the Emperor, you're definitely looking at tapping into your leadership potential, but it's you really driving the bus, like you taking charge of where you want your career to go. And with the world is very much about the end of one chapter, but it's only because the next one is ready to start. All right. But I think for you, it's definitely getting that confidence together to see yourself as a boss and a leader and a visionary for where you want your career to go.
Ooh, I love it. That is amazing.
Yeah, that was awesome. I'm glad.
I love to give good news. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
All right. And all right. Thank you, Gail from Australia, where it's tomorrow. It's not tomorrow here, but it is there. And Agape, I just want to say, hey, it's good to see you. And let's see, we're going to move on to Amy. Amy Ciecka says, will my husband's estate be settled by the end of summer or sooner? She wants to move. So she wants to move and she needs to know if her husband's estate is going to be settled by the end of the summer or sooner. And watch Afefe grab something else. Like she's got all these, she's got like a toolbox all around her. Like she just reaches.
And it's always within arm's reach.
Yeah, she's got, it's command center.
So we want to know if the husband is.
If the estate is going to be settled by the end of the summer or sooner.
Please give me a definite yes. Give me strong. If it's definite, please give it to me strong. If it's definite, please give it to me strong that it will be settled by the summer or sooner. I'm getting a yes, darling.
I'm getting a yes too.
Yeah. And it's getting stronger the longer I hold it. Yeah. I'm getting a yes.
Yeah, it's a strong yes. Yay! We're happy for you, dear. Get packing. If you want to move, get packing, because I think it could happen faster than you think. It's like delay, 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 and then boom, it's done. You know what I mean? You're like, wait a minute, I was not ready.
Yeah.
But that's good news for you. Okay, Anna Stingle says, good evening to you as well. I'd like to know if I'm on the right path, and do my guides have any messages for me? Are you on the right path, Anna? You're basically on the right path. There's a little adjustment I feel that needs to be made. There's a little adjustment that you could make. It's like you've taken a little detour, to be honest with you. It's what I'm feeling. And you don't have to worry about that detour. I think you had to do it. It might be you had family, concerns or responsibilities or work responsibilities. Something kind of took you off your path a little bit, but don't worry, because your guides are, they're showing me sheep and a sheepdog. So they're sheepdog herding you back to your path. So you don't got to worry about it. They're going to help you find your way back. What did you get there, Afefe?
Well, I'll tell you, this jumped out the deck. I definitely think you've been through some changes. I got the tower. So, that is, but a lot of, we tend to get a little rattled when we see the tower because it's such a forceful energy, but the tower only happens because it's leading us to something better. And it happens because if we've been clinging to a certain way of life, when you talk about your path, been clinging to a certain way of life for too long, then the universe will eventually, your guides, they will step in, not meant to hurt you, not meant to throw you off your game, but it's really about, putting you in a situation where you gotta go this way or that. And I think that may have happened to you, but it's all good. This is definitely confirming what Susan saw. I got the Wheel of Fortune for you. Keep in mind that whatever events are transpiring right now with your path and where you feel like you're being led, there is an element of destiny and karma there. So don't resist. And I wonder if that's part of, kind of what Susan was alluding to, is there could have been some resistance. Sometimes we do it without even realizing it. Don't.
There was an external, there was an external factor that you felt like you had, I say had because we really do feel like that. The spirit guides are like, they don't have to do that. I'm like, we do. We feel like we have to take care of this parent. We have to do this thing. Yeah. And that's exactly what Afefe is saying. So, and I think that she is confirming that. So that's all good. That is fantastic. Yeah, you guys hit the thumbs up. And listen, if you haven't checked out Afefe's channel, Truly Touched by Tarot, please do so. She's amazing. I don't know what's wrong with you guys. Y'all blind or something. All right.
And
I'm a little bit
right there.
I'm a little bit sassy today. Y'all watch out. Okay. Just watch out. All right. I don't know what I can say about that. All right. Let's see. Okay. Robin wants to know any messages from my adult son, Ryan. He is having serious mental health issues. Thank you very much. Any messages for her adult son, Ryan? Well, the first thing they're telling me is that, you can only do so much as the mother. I know that mothers want to solve and help and, really you don't want to see your kids suffer, but there's really only so much you can do. You're limited in what you can help him with.
Yeah. In all due respect, and I'm going to say this gently, even though the cards are coming a little more harsh with this, if you have to, continue to work with the energy that you bring to your son and that you bring to his care and to, whatever treatment he's undergoing. Because I think there's a little self-blame going on there. I'm feeling a little guilt. And what's happening is it's really weighing you down with the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is a card of, it can be where you're feeling a little oppressed by the situation. And so it's not helping you, and it's not helping him. And if there is any aspect of guilt that you're feeling, definitely work through that, because none of this was your fault and there's nothing that you could have done to prevent it.
And you may be limited in what you can do to help him. Mm-hmm. And I guess that's also what Afefe is saying, is you're a little bit limited. And that's what I picked up immediately. But, I would say that this young man, I don't know how old he is, but I feel like I want to call him a young man. I might be youthful in his energy. I feel like there's help for him. Okay. I feel like there's help for him. And I feel like it's available to him. Okay. So I think you're going to see some real, almost miracle energy of people returning your phone call or openings in whatever he needs. Really and truly, I think that there's some real opening.
I got to say this real quick, Susan, because look what I pulled just as you were saying that. I got Judgment, which is recovery.
Recovery.
Breakthrough. I'm going to hold that up. You can see a recovery.
Nice. Yeah, I know. It's magic. It's magic, you guys. Okay, so he lives with you but won't seek treatment. It's heartbreaking. He will seek treatment. I'm telling you, something is, there's a way, there's like a door opening that he is going to be able to go through. I'm not sure how all that's going to work out, but I guess I'll say something good is getting ready to happen. Now, sometimes good things happen because we have challenges or we have some kind of change, but I do see some good things happening for him. I really do.
Yeah. And maybe seek some, make sure you seek all your options out too, in terms of like traditional forms of therapy, but also find out, if there's some alternative, groundbreaking methods that are being offered that may be available to you and that then he may cooperate with.
That's outside of the mainstream, right? So he feels better about joining that. Okay. Love it. Good advice. Good advice. Okay, so I don't know. I think, I know this, but I don't know if you know this, Afefe, but you're a medium. So you just tune in and tell me what you get. Patricia Fulghum, excuse me if I'm mispronouncing your name. Her 47-year-old son passed away 2 weeks ago. I'm so sorry for your loss. That is heartbreaking. Your question is, was he greeted on the other side by his grandmother? Look at Afefe's face. I love that. Oh,
I love it. I'm sorry for your loss for sure, but just to know that you have the consciousness to even ask that question is a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing. And I think, yes, he was greeted. And I think his grandfather as well.
I was going to say there was more than one.
Yeah, there's more than one. And
there was a contingent.
What's that?
There was a contingent.
Yeah,
it was just
a group.
Folks showed up very, very lovingly. 9 of Cups, very, very lovingly with the lovers. But lovers in this context, meaning relationships, meaning people, soulmates. Yeah. He was
met with love. And somebody does bear hugs. I don't know who does bear. You know those bear hugs when they get you like this and woo, somebody is bear hugging him.
Somebody was bear.
It's a thing. Yes, Patricia. And he's fine. He says he loves you. He misses you. He's okay. Grandpa, he keeps talking about grandpa and grandma. I don't know if this young man was a young man, 47. I don't know if he was a bigger guy, but he's also talking about food. I think grandma used to cook something that he liked to eat, but he's perfectly happy. He's fine. He's safe, and he loves you. He really, there's a lot of love, I feel, coming from his heart to your heart. Okay. So sorry for your loss. It's a hard one. Okay, let's move on. Girl Power says she's really trying to raise her vibration so she can hear her guides more. Please ask my guides if they can tell.
Tell how to raise it, or that she's trying?
If she's trying, if they can tell that she's trying.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't have to do it.
It's like, yes. So yes, honey, your guides know what you're thinking. They know what you ate for breakfast. Believe me, I know they know that what I ate for breakfast, and they know that you're raising your vibration. So why don't we give her a message from her guides?
Yes.
They're proud of you. They love you.
Mm-hmm.
They're applauding your hard work. This has been hard work. You've been doing some hard work, girlfriend.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes.
Uh-oh.
Okay. But what they want you to do, definitely the two cards that came out with the Seven of Pentacles, which look, work and productivity. All right. With the Two of Pentacles, they want you to acknowledge everything that you've done. Give yourself a little more credit for what you've done, even if it feels like your accomplishments haven't been like what you expected or what you wanted. But just everything, you being here in this space, in this moment, and inquiring this of them is an accomplishment. It is something that they want you to feel good about yourself. So give yourself a little more credit about everything that you've done to date. And also understand that they are your partner in this lifetime. So even, you were saying, do they know this? Are they with me? Yes, they are with you, and they want you to see that connection and embrace that connection and literally work with them as a partner, as if you had them standing right by your side and could just talk and get their feedback, because they're that close.
Yes, that's right. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
I hope that's helpful for you, dear. Thank you so much. And you got this. The last thing they want to say is you got this. Okay. They are definitely cheering you on.
100%.
All right. Let's go to Hypnicity. Hey, Hypnicity. How do I make the most of my abilities? I want most benevolent outcomes. She wants to make the most of her abilities. I'm getting, Hypnicity, that you really could take a little bit more time and do some kind of healing and shoring up of your own energy. They're saying bring your energy back in to your body. I think there might be a lot of energy going out. Okay, so they want you to bring it back into your body, consolidate it, love on yourself. Then once you do that, they just said the world is your oyster. I mean, you want to help people. I think you want to make a difference in people's lives, and I think you can make a difference in people's lives. I see you helping people. Yeah. I mean, you're a seer. You've got clairvoyance. You've got clairaudience. You just have psychic hearing. You have claircognizance, which is psychic knowing. You have psychic. You got all the clairs. You've got all the psychic abilities. But for some reason, your energy feels like it's all scattered, like it's out there. They really need you to bring it in and consolidate it and then take those steps. What did you get, Afefe?
I'm definitely tuned into what you're saying. And I think what I'm getting in addition to that is you need some healing, some form of healing. I think I'm feeling like seeking out so it could be something as basic as massage therapy, but it's something where you actually allow yourself to be ministered to or administered to, where you actually allow someone to help you improve and be your best self. Maybe it's a mentor, maybe it's a friend group, maybe it's a workshop group, or someone where you can, who connect with you on the same level. But there's some care and the tending to that you need, and it can be offered to you. Maybe you're a little reluctant to ask for it. Maybe you've been, you're a really independent type of person, and that's wonderful. But I think at this point in your life, it would really do you a world of good just to let yourself be loved up on.
Yeah. And then after that, that's when they're like, then you kind of take those steps, right? And
Yeah.
you said you don't know what to do. I think what you're talking about is your abilities. Like, what's the next step that I take? Um, you can take a class,
Yeah.
you can take a few classes and just see what resonates with you. You can start reading for some friends. Yeah, yes, dear. She says self-care is needed. You really can't.
Yeah.
You're too overextended to do this work right now. They need you to bring it in, heal yourself, take care of yourself. And then after that, they're going to guide you. Don't worry, you guys. They guide you. You guys are watching this video for a reason, right? You're going to get something from the email about a class, or maybe you'll be on YouTube and somebody will mention a class. That's for you. These things happen. They're actually guidance. So don't worry about that. They're going to help you know what to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
And it's okay to ask for help.
And it's okay to ask for help. Absolutely. It's okay to ask somebody to help you take some of these tasks off of your list, because you're over producing and somebody else is under doing what they need to be doing. So yes, Afefe is absolutely right, and super psychic to boot. All right, let's keep moving on. I'm just going to kind of move around here. Actually, I just wanted to Janet Worrell, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate it. And she wants to know if her youngest brother Jim has a message. So this would be in spirit. Her youngest brother Jim has a message. I feel like either you or he had a sweet tooth. He's showing me something like a really it looks like it's probably from your childhood, but it looks like one of those old time suckers with all the curls, the colors, and the swirl, right? And they're like this big. He's showing me that. It could just be that I think he maybe had a sweet tooth. Anyway, the message is I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm enjoying myself. Actually, he feels a lot better. I don't know if he had an illness or if he went through kind of a rough spot, but he's saying, I feel better. I'm back to myself. He's saying, and he's showing me his body. He's like, I'm standing up. I'm fine. Look at me. I'm fine. He does visit you on occasion. So, I don't know if you remember this, but he did visit you, and he's saying you know about it. I don't know if he came to you in a dream maybe, or if you just felt his energy around you. Also, your dad is coming through. I don't know. Feels like your father or father figure. What did you get there, Afefe?
I got definitely that losing him changed her perception of reality. That because I got death with the Hierophant having to do with the structures of our lives, and those that who are really deeply, our teachers. I feel like he could have even been somewhat of a teacher to her, or someone who, really played that supportive role in her life. And so losing him definitely had a very strong impact. But what you said, he's happy, 10 of Cups. So he's definitely very happy there. And he wants her to be happy. He wants you to be really happy. I do see the 7 of Pentacles. I think I didn't know which direction to take it in. But then when Susan started talking about the sweets, I think that's it. I don't know if you all enjoyed meals together, if you cooked or he cooked or what happened, but there's something around food that even in spirit, when you enjoy a good meal, or when he gets that essence from you. And I think he really enjoys it.
Oh my gosh, that's so
Yeah.
sweet. Kevin, thank you for your donation. That is so sweet of you. Thank you. That is so kind of you, Kevin. The Healing Medium, you guys, another one of my favorite readers. Got all my favorite peeps on here today. All right. So let's see if we can't spin this wheel. And that was perfect, Afefe. That was, if Janet, if that makes any sense to you, just let us know. That would be awesome too. I'm kind of having to jump back and forth between the live chat and my starred, your questions that I've starred to read, and they're in two completely different places. So I don't always get to read the chat. So if I'm missing things, I apologize. Pamela Bryant, how are you, Pamela? Pamela wants to have a card for her daughter, Corey, who is going through an unkind divorce. Oh, I'm sorry, Pamela. It's always hard to see our kids struggle, and not be treated right. That's not right. Persistence. I'm getting persistence. This person, this guy she's getting divorced from, I think it's a man. He's not a nice guy, and he's trying everything in the book. He's playing games with her. He's doing little cute games, trying to manipulate her. So the guides are like, she's going to be persistent. Don't throw in the towel. Keep working towards what she is due. She is due. It's due to her. This money, these things are due to her. Do not give up too early, because that's what this guy wants to do. Delay, make a mockery. Is this guy Trump? He wants to make a mockery of the whole judicial process and wear her down. He wants to drain her money so that she spends more money on attorneys than she needs to. The judge sees this. Don't think the judge doesn't see this. Don't think that the mediator or whoever is adjudicating this doesn't see this. They really are working on it. So, all right. Afefe, what did you get, dear?
I got it from a more spiritual angle.
Good.
Which, it reminds me of a video that you did earlier today talking about soul contracts. And I think your daughter, not now because she's in the thick of it. So everything that Susan was talking about, just in terms of understanding what he's trying to have happen, what he's trying to do in this process, and how hard that's going to be and difficult for her. She's really going to have to, and I'm sure you're going to help her get through this process, but also, maybe helpful to you as her mother and her, if you want to share it with her, is this too, there's an old saying, this too shall pass. And there is something in this, because I got the world, which is the completion of this relationship, but it's also the completion of a phase in her life and what she's learning about herself as a woman, what she's learning about what she truly deserves in relationships, the larger arc of what is really going to settle in her spirit once this is all said and done and the divorce is final. And Temperance is a card of alchemy. It's a card of change, but it's also a card that is angelic. It indicates that there is angelic help around her right now. So whatever your faith is and whatever your practice is right now, definitely garner having her angels surround her during this time. She's strong, but she doesn't see the light at the end of the tunnel just yet, because she's just getting through that tunnel. But there's more to come for her. And when this is done, she will understand more about herself. She will have grown in her own power, in her own belief in herself.
That's why I have her on my channel right there.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
This is just something she had to go through.
That's beautiful, Afefe. I'm glad that you brought that whole arc of her life. This isn't going to annihilate her. This isn't going to ruin her. This is setting her up for a bigger and better version of herself. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Afefe.
Oh.
All right, guys. And Pamela, I am sorry she's going through that. It's real tough. I know. Yeah. All right. Let's move on. Thank you so much, Afefe. All right. Let's go to, and I actually want to just say really quickly, Girl on Arts is here. Hey, Crystal. Thank you so much for the donation. It's so good to see you. I hope everything is going well for you. And oops, I was going to go do. All right, we're going to do Cindy P. Hey, Cindy P. How are you tonight? Hope it's not too cold up there. All right. Cindy P would like a message from her guide crew. So what message do her guides have for her? This is going to be a good one. I already feel Afefe, the power is gathering in her tarot cards. I can feel it. I get a completion and a beginning. And I know that because I know that about you, but that is also in your energy, Cindy P. It's a big completion. Also, your mom is here. Her mom is in spirit. Your mom is here. She's smiling. She's so happy for you. Oh, your mom says this is she's so happy that you're doing this completion. She supports you as usual. She just loves you so much. But yeah, your guides are saying you I don't want to say too much because I know more about you than a lot of people do, because Cindy is a client and a friend of mine. So I would just say don't rush too much, Cindy. You've got this year ahead of you. You've got a lot of things that you're still completing. And I know you don't want to rush through it, but you also want to rush through it. It's kind of like you're kind of being drawn both directions. And I just see a lot of really good times this summer. I can't wait to hear what Afefe is going to say. Okay, Afefe, go for it, girl.
Is Cindy a priestess or some form of a practitioner?
Nope. Well, she is, but she's not yet. She's not yet. She's not yet. That's why I can't wait to hear what you have to say. Come on, girl.
I see her as a priestess. She comes to me, her energy comes to me as a priestess. And I do see between now and the summer, because I'm looking at the sun, which feels like summer for me. I'm also looking at the star, which is like a progression. But these are all major arcana, which means that there's a lot that you are going to do. And I don't see in this reading to have to be a little more in depth about exactly the steps that you'll take to get there, but you are definitely called to do work that will help others. You're definitely called to grow into your own power and to understand who you are and what you came here to do, what you're made of. You came here with a lot. You definitely, there's so much available to you. The only thing that I see that could hold you back is I think you're probably a pretty loyal person. And to the extent that you're holding on to things or people or situations that no longer serve you, there's a part of you that may feel like you're betraying that situation by closing the door on it. And that, in fact, is not the case. You're going to get to a point where you're able to release a little better. And in doing that, you're actually setting yourself free. And you're setting yourself free to really discover these gifts that you came here with. You're a priest.
You nailed it. She nailed it. I know too much about Cindy, but I can tell you, nailed it. Yep. Yeah, you are super loyal, Cindy. Yep, absolutely. And you have to let go. And that I know you know what she's saying. All right. That was fantastic. Thank you so much. All right. Astrid 1111 wants to know, will I be able to move back to Scotland? I feel my soul's work is there. Will she be able, or he, I think it's a she, be able to move back to Scotland? I feel like yes. But at the same time, because, the guides sometimes are persnickety, I also hear, why do you want to? You say because your work is there. Does she need to live there? Okay. All right. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. I can see you there. I can see you there. And I can see you being very resourceful is the word. You're working a lot there. But I will tell you, it's not 100% necessary You could do this without going to Scotland. As a matter of fact, if you go to Scotland, you're going to work a lot. I mean, there's a fit. It's like a feeling of working too much almost. Okay. So there's something you might want to figure out there about that. So I'm really fascinated to know what Afefe is going to say.
There's more that you need to know about it in terms of what life would really be like, and making sure that you don't idealize what moving back would be. Perhaps it's changed. Perhaps you've changed. You said moving back. So that means you have a set of experiences about what life is like in Scotland. But would life be, are you picturing that life which is making you want to go back? Because if that's the case, I don't think that's the same life that you'd go back to, if that makes sense. So I think that's why Susan was getting this impression of, like really taking stock. It's not a no, but it's like, is it really necessary? Because do you have the information you really need at this time about your own self and your own desires as to what's really your motivation to go back there? What's it really going to feel like? And are you anticipating that it's going to be something that you had in the past that was joyful, or was really satisfying to you, and recognizing that it's not cookie cutter. It won't be exactly the same. That's the only caution.
Yeah, I agree 100% with that. You could consider, I don't know where that English came from my Kentucky up roots. You might could consider you might consider going there for an extended, like a whole month. You might consider getting a visa and just spending a month or a good 6 weeks there. But I'm with Afefe. I get it. I totally get it. And I'm not saying it's bad, but I think I would think a little bit more about it before I just did it. And I will also say there's something for you to do here. If you want to stay here, there's fulfillment in the same way. The same energetic fulfillment is available in the United States as well. So you might want to figure out if that's the case. Like if you ask yourself, well, if I can do the same thing here and there, what makes me want to go there? And then investigate that part of your desire.
Yeah.
That makes any sense. Okay, phantasmaglorious. I'm kind of bouncing around, guys, because we're trying to go as fast as possible. Oh my gosh, Kathy, thank you for your donation. Kathy has applied for Canadian ship. Will I have trouble getting it, and will it take long? Girl, if you get in, I'm coming right behind you. Leave the door open. Like put a brick in that door, girl.
So
I need to come.
She's applied for citizenship, is what she's saying?
Canadian citizenship.
Canadian citizenship. And will she get it?
I'm sorry?
She's asking, will she get it?
Yes, ma'am. Will she get it? Will she have trouble getting it? And how long will it take? If we can do that. Gosh, I just heard him say you'll get it. How are you going to get it, girl? I need to look into that. Kevin's going to sneak me across the Canadian border in his, back of his trunk or something. That's how I'm going to get there. I heard you're going to get it. I can't believe that, but that's what I heard. There may be a little delay in getting it. And then it just releases. I don't know. You've got an in. All right. Very interesting.
May I ask a question?
Please.
My own clarity. Is there someone else involved there?
Like I just had the same thought. Yeah, literally the same thought.
Yeah, that's the end.
Kathy Persons, dear, if you're here, is there somebody else that's going with you or sponsoring you, or are you marrying a Canadian?
That's what I'm getting. I've got the Lovers and the Three of Cups. Like,
did you let me know?
Yeah.
Let us know, because it looks like It looks like there's somebody else involved.
It's tied to somebody. And she was asking about a timeline. I'm getting something in the realm of 5 months or 5 to 10 months.
5 to 10 months. Okay. Nice. I don't see her in the chat. Kathy, if you're here, let us know if there's somebody else. Well, I would just say, even if you've had to step away for a minute, I would say that it looks positive. So, Afefe, if you saw it's like connected to somebody else, so that's what you would say. The answer is yes, but there has to be a connection to somebody.
Yes. There's some, I don't know what their laws are or what their process is, but you know, what she said.
Oh, somebody else answered. Thank you, Kimmy. Somebody else. She is married to a Canadian and living in Canada. Okay. That's what happened. Okay. Thank you, Kathy. Okay. Got it. That makes sense.
That's it.
Because I was thinking, how is she going to get across the border? I can't get across the border. All right. Okay. Yes, dear, you get it. And you heard Afefe. She said 5 to 10 months.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Within a year.
Within a year. Yeah.
Fantastic. Good job.
And having a spouse is definitely instrumental. Like if there were any resistance or any hiccups, something about having the spouse is going to be what takes it over.
Yep. See how she pulled that out? I didn't get that to the very last minute. I was like, wait a minute, there's somebody else here. Okay. And thank you for your donation. Goose 6 Clark Bar. Got Clark. I don't know what that is. I can't read that stuff. Spirit guide. So GO6 Clark Bar wants to know, is there a message from their spirit guide, what their psychic direction gift is? They want to help the human race, but they need direction. Okay. I'm going to just tell you right now. They want you to get busy. That's what the direction is. Get busy. Start doing readings. I feel like you're claircognizant. You know things. When you're claircognizant, you often say, I just know that she's going to get the job. And somebody says, well, how do you know? And you say, I just know. I don't know how I know. I just know. That is the hallmark of being claircognizant. So when you say that kind of thing, that's psychic knowing. So you just have knowings, but you don't know how you know them. You're also very clairsentient. You feel what people are feeling, or you know things through your feelings. But you can just get started. I mean, you can just start offering to do readings. You can do them. You can take a class. You can offer to do free readings, make them 2-question readings and make them 30 minutes and do 15 free readings, just 15. If you do free readings all the time, you're not doing equal energy exchange. Then you're being taken advantage of, and then the spirit guides don't like that. So you can start that way. When you do the readings, that's the training. You're going to tell people, I'm new. I'm doing this for free. I'm training. Then you're going to learn while doing the work, right? How you best do what you do. What did you get there, dear?
I got 15. And I was sitting here trying to figure out what this 15 meant. And I got the 15 before you said 15. I got 3 5s. And I was doing me and hearing you at the same time. So I'm not even sure what the 15 was about, but the 15 is whatever you said. It's 15.
So 15 free readings. Okay.
15 free readings. And definitely part of your gift, because the question had to do with what your gifts are. You definitely have a gift for helping people, for helping to mediate things, for helping to dissolve conflict, for helping to get people who are tied up. I'm literally seeing someone tied up in knots here, for helping to people to do that, to unpeel it, get down to the bare layers of things. You are able to connect with people and help them make sense of things that maybe they're just too wrapped up in or too close to not be able to see it clearly. So that is definitely a part of your gift. You help people understand better what's going on with them so that they can make better choices. You have the gift to do that, and that is a gift.
That's a much needed gift. I mean, everybody loves help, solving their problems.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic. Thank you, Kevin's Loving Vibrations, for coming. Appreciate you hanging out here with us tonight. Really quickly, I want to just say this is Afefe, trulytouchedbytarot.com. If somebody could put that in the chat, I would appreciate it. That is her website, trulytouchedbytarot.com. Very briefly, I want to tell you guys something. Afefe has a class coming up, and I think it's fascinating. She is going to be teaching you, and she's going to correct me because I don't know what I'm talking about right now, but she's going to teach you the connection of your chakras. And this is your power center, you guys. Your chakras are super important, and the tarot. Does that make sense? Do you want to tell us for a second what this class is?
I will. And also I want to mention to you all, because my website is about to undergo a redesign, so you can't book with me there. If you want to, get to know more about the class I'm going to tell you about or anything else with me, just email me directly at touchedbytarot@gmail.com. And so it's the name of my channel, touchedbytarot@gmail.com. Easy to remember. That's how you reach me. And thank you for mentioning this. I'm going to go quick because we want to get back to the readings. So definitely email me if you want more information about the outline for the course. It's going to start on February 18th. Registration closes on the 16th. So we got a little time. But I'll send you some information about it, including the outline and the registration information. We'll go from there. But essentially, it is the name of the course is Manifesting with the Chakras and Tarot. And it is going to take our manifestation skills. A lot of times we think about law of attraction with affirmations, other meditation techniques, those kinds of things. But we're going to take manifestation into the body and really work with how the energy centers of our body can augment our manifestation practice in ways that quite often I think we don't do enough talking about it. So that's going to be the gist of it. With tarot, it is understanding. I'm going to teach how, having the archetypes and the major arcana tie into those energy centers, those chakras within the body. We don't talk a lot about that either. So I'm going to, help mend and meld all of that together for you and hopefully get your manifestation like kicking.
Hey,
that's the
beginning
short
of the
version.
year, we all need our manifestation kicking.
Oh, yeah, we got to get our manifestation kicking.
All right. touchedbytarot@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Super awesome. All right. Let's keep rolling here.
And thank you.
And Afefe does readings. I'm telling you guys, I've had readings. I'm having another reading with her. She's good. You can see it right here. She's really good. All right. Let me go over here to my stars again and find out where I'm at because I am lost. Okay. Sweetnsalty wants to know, can I have a message from my guides? How am I supposed to use my gifts? My God, we got a whole psychic convention going on in here. Let's do it. I got excited. Sorry. All right. Sweetnsalty, can I have a message from my guides? How am I supposed to use my gifts to help people? You're to help people. Also, what is that? There's water around you. There's water around you. Like I'm going into like Lemuria around you. I mean, I'm going into some other dimension, some other life where you were in water, Atlantis, Lemuria, something like that. And this isn't typical. It's not stuff that usually pops out of my mind or my mouth. But yes, you're going to help people. You do have gifts. You're a different type of psychic. I mean, again, you might you go into the cosmos. I mean, you don't really stay around here. You just go on out to the other realms. You might be interested in Akashic records. Or you might be a cosmic tour guide. You're going to develop this, right? I mean, but honestly, I think that you have the ability to work with people and tell them where they were. You're from Sirius, the dog star. You've got this pedigree of being cosmic, of being from some other place. And that just gives you a natural ability to know that about others. So just test it out. How you would do it is, like I said, you've got this water in you. I feel like it's from Atlantis, from Lemuria. If water resonates with you, then that makes sense. So when you tell somebody something, you're going to pick up on the characteristics of that particular civilization, and then that's going to actually still be in their energy as they are a human here on Earth. I don't know if any of that made any sense. I'm going to pass the baton over to Afefe so that she can make some sense of
It
all
made perfect sense to
all
me.
that crazy stuff I just said.
I think part of what's happening though is it's interesting because I wouldn't have made the connection had you not said that. Definitely feels like a cosmic, more of a, you are going to help take cosmic principles that are very ethereal and bring them to earth and help people and you to utilize them, not just talk about them in terms of a philosophy or discussion, but tangibly using these gifts, using them through your hands. I wouldn't be surprised if you channel things through your body, cosmic things through your body, touch, crystal, using crystals. But there's something about taking what is cosmic and bringing it into the earth and using the magic of the earth. Herbal medicine, crystal medicine, things that the ocean, the sand, working near the ocean or bodies of water, having nature become your tool. There's something about those things blending for you. It is an extremely powerful energy. And it's one where you will be challenged in terms of there's going to be so much power, so much coming at you, so much that and learn and that you discover about yourself. It could almost be overwhelming at times, but when that happens, you'll be able to just rein it in and understand that it's what you came here to do. So therefore, you're capable. You've got it.
Ooh, wow. And it's true. Sometimes I meet you guys and your energy just isn't here. You're not focused on this kind of place. You just shoot out, and that's what Afefe is saying. Your power is so strong that you just naturally go too far, and then you don't know where you are. Right? It doesn't make sense to you because you're not reading about somebody's job. You just went 3 or 20 incarnations back to who they were in a different realm. So that's a whole different ball game right there. And I like the way Afefe said it's going to be a little bit of a task, right? Because this is a lot of information that you're going to have to sort of kind of bring into your awareness and understand. But it's doable. And Afefe said that too. It's all doable. This is not anything out of your realm of possibility.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Izzy, honey, I saw your message, but I can't find one question from you. We're not trying to skip over you, dear, but there are 387 people on this chat, and there are quite a number of questions, and we're just 2 people, so we're kind of doing the best we can. Thank you, Susie Johnson, for that donation. And also, I want to say, I'm really trying hard to get to everybody. Karen Lloyd, thank you for your donation. Karen would like a message from her sister Kathy with a K. I assume your sister is in spirit, Karen. Right off the bat, I'm getting horses. I don't know if that makes any sense to you at all. But either maybe she just liked horses and you never even rode them or had them. But I do see she's showing me with a horse. I don't know what that means. Sometimes that means that, look, I love horses. I would have horses if I could, but I don't. So sometimes horses show up in readings for me, although I don't own them. So I'm not sure how that fits with her. She does, and she's coming in very quickly. She's very ready to talk to you. As a matter of fact, this is a very short reading, right? I mean, we're just trying to hustle here to get as many readings as we can done. But I would say that she loves you. There's something about your parents that she wants to talk about. Mommy and daddy, I think, is how she's referring to them. And she's saying that she's good. She's okay. Don't worry about her. She's fine. She's better. What is it about her hearing? I don't know what this is. Either do you get ringing in your ears or something? I want to cover my ears. I'm not sure what that's about. Again, in a regular reading, I'd have time to flesh all this out, but I'm literally trying to speed read here. My ears are burning. I don't know what that means. I don't know if she had hearing problems or if she's trying to get, I feel like you have something going on there. Maybe you have ringing in your ears. Let me know if that makes any sense, Karen. If you wouldn't mind, I would appreciate it because I read that very quickly. I didn't take a second to connect. So I'm not sure if that all makes sense. Okay, Afefe, did you get anything, dear?
Yeah, really quick. Again, I could go. This is a heavier thing. There's a lot.
I know there's a lot there. She really wants to talk to you.
So yeah, that's it. When you start the ringing in the ears, what I'm getting, the impression I'm getting is that there is something that she's trying to say to you that I don't know what it is that you're not getting it. I will say that I feel like it's something that you might have difficulty hearing or that you might not want to address. There seems to be something between you guys, something that may have been left unsaid, that there's some communication there that's trying to take place, but for whatever reason it seems like there's something that's keeping you from being ready to receive it. So I think that's the key, is to get to a space of relaxation where you can really hear, because she's there, she's front and center.
Yeah, no, I'm not kidding.
Yeah, she's trying to get something through to you. And perhaps even like, you can book an appointment with Susan Lynn when she has more time and can really help that come through for you, because it is important. But for whatever reason, I don't think you're able to get it right now.
Well, she does have ringing in her ears, she said. And what happens when you have ringing in your ears, it's basically spirit is trying to talk to you, including your sister. And it's just like what Afefe said. And I know this because I have a friend who had terrible ringing in her ears. And as soon as she started meditating, it went away. And it's killing me. It must be killing you, because I'm telling you, it's killing me. I'm just trying to ask them to stop it. So I hope you heard that message. Your sister loves you. There's more she wants to talk to you about. I am picking up on what Afefe said. There might have been a misunderstanding, or there might have been something that wasn't said. There just seems like she just really wants to talk to you. So, but you can also, there's lots of mediums. You know what I mean? There's tons of mediums on YouTube. I'm pretty booked up. I'm happy to do your reading. But Kevin, the healing medium, is fantastic. I don't know what his availability is. He's in the chat as well. I think that you are going to get a reading from somebody, okay? Because I think you really want to know, and I think it's big. It's a big energy, like Afefe said. This is some big energy, okay? And we're just reading as fast as we can to try to get as many people as we can read. And I feel like I'm in a sprint. And poor Afefe is like, I didn't sign up for this sprint. I thought we were going to fill it out.
Let's do it. You can do
all
it.
right. The occult scientist, thank you for your donation as well. Would like to know if I will get the USPS job, the United States Postal Service job, and will I be able to do it? Will I get the United States Postal Service job, and will I be able to do it? It's a complicated answer. When it takes me this long to answer you, that means it's a complicated answer. I hear that you can get the job.
Yes.
And I am a little bit concerned about whether you're going to be able to do it, but I think you can. I think you can. I want to know what Afefe has to say. What do you have to say, dear?
If you think you can, you can. I get the impression that you're someone who doesn't really like to take risks. And so that's really what's weighing on you. It's not, and energetically, this job is yours if you want it, really. But energetically, you have to flip a switch within you that says no matter what it entails, whether you have to go through intensive training, switch up, what your normal routine is, whatever it would take for you to take this job and succeed at it. You've got to see yourself as 100% in on being able to do it. That's the one thing I think that's standing in your way. It is going to be demanding if you take it. I can see that, but I think that's part of what's weighing on you. Is you're someone who you like to know how things are going. You like to know what's ahead of you before you go all in. And there's an element of risk here. This feels like something that's going to present new things to you. And that's what's weighing on you and throwing you off a little bit. So you have to convince yourself. If you think you can, you can.
Yeah, I agree. That's beautiful. And you're supported. I really feel like if you have a physical, limitation, that somehow they work with you. So
Yeah.
I think Afefe's right. If you want it and you think you can, you can. Okay. It's there for you. I like that. All right. Thank you guys so much. I don't know why. Thank you guys for all the donations. I'm starting to feel some kind of way. All right. Thank you, Lisa, for the donation. Answer Lisa Foster's question about the goose with the broken wing. Oh my God. I saw that, but I couldn't understand what was happening with the goose with the broken wing. And there was a lot of emojis that didn't show up as emojis and I couldn't read it. Okay. I'm so sorry. Let me see. Okay. Thank you, Lisa. I wouldn't ignore you, Lisa, my Kentucky friend. Okay. Will the goose with the broken wing get rescued? I don't know where this goose is. I don't know what's going on, but I will say that I feel yes. I feel I see somebody picking up the goose underneath the wings, so it's not not crushing the wings, but going under the wings. I see the goose getting rescued. I see the goose getting rescued. What do you think, Afefe?
Yes, but yes, but really on the verge of not doing too well. But then yes.
Danger surrounding the goose, but like last minute
situation. It's definitely not a good situation. But then yes, I see angels coming in. I've got temperance again, so that's an angelic presence for me. It's definitely a healing card, but it's also a process. It's going to take, it's going to be a process. But yes.
Okay, sorry guys, I didn't see that. It's like there's 400 people in chat. It's just a little bit hard. Okay, and I just want to say M. Simpson says that they took Afefe's class on learning tarot. She's an excellent teacher. Highly recommend the new course with her starting on February 18th. Okay, y'all. I'm telling you.
Love her.
She's amazing, you guys. She's amazing. So
thank you.
touchedbytarot@gmail.com. Just send her an email. She'll send you the information on the class. It's about chakras and tarot. And I know because her spirit guides are telling me right now that she's going to do more classes. Sorry, Afefe.
No, I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right. They just told me she's going to be busy. Thank you for your donation. Spirits laughing. Thank you for your donation, Invisible Gypsy. And thank you for your donation,
very much.
Johnson. Yes.
I really appreciate it. She knows. That's my girl.
All right. And thank you for your donation, Frotivity. So Frotivity said, whoops, my bad. I just hit the wrong button because it just disappeared. Frotivity, darn, your question just disappeared, girlfriend. Gosh, what was your question? Something about, it was not this one. This one we've already answered. Gosh darn it. I will try to find it. In the meantime, I hit the wrong button, dear. Sorry about that. There was a message. Okay, t-barb. T-barb, you already know. Where did you go to? T-barb, her question was, have I completed my soul contract? She feels that yes, she has. I think you did with your mother. I think when you worked with your mother, you completed it. But what do you think, Afefe?
That question just hits me in a different way. But I'm going to defer to you on that.
No, tell me. No, bring it.
Well, you're still here. So
T-barb. T-Barb, I'm so sorry, girl. You still here? That means you still punched the clock.
Still got stuff
The
to
clock
do.
is still ticking. Your card isn't out of the clock yet. You're gonna have to work on some stuff. And I do agree with Afefe with that. That is true, honey. If you complete all your projects, they're just gonna give you busy work. You're just gonna get busy work now.
Oh my gosh, that was funny.
Yeah. I mean,
because I was mine, and that's the Capricorn in me coming out. I'm like, no, there must be more to do. There must be more to do.
T-Barb is like, I retired from work and now I'm retired from my contracts. I'm really living the life.
I'm done.
Afefe said, nuh-uh, not so fast. Not so fast, T-Barb. Get off of that beach, girl. All right, sorry. I apologize, but you're gonna have. Of course, you've got them grandbabies. Now, come on. What were you thinking? Come on, you got things to do.
Stuff
to do. Okay, Kathy Rogans says, will she move in the next 3 months to a new condo?
That feels like a pendulum. Next 3 months to a condo. She moved in the next 3 months to a condo. It's a maybe. I wonder if, Susan, what are you getting? I feel like is there another offer or another place? Like, are you sure that that's the place? Like this one? I feel like it's not complete.
It's not complete. So what you could do, and I appreciate you guys giving us specifics. You said 3 months condo. That's great, because if you just say, am I going to move? Spirit's going to say yes, because it might be 10 years from now, but you'll move, right? So what might be happening here is the timing might be off. Maybe she's moving in 6 months. Maybe she's moving in 5 months.
Susan, stop it. I pulled a 5, and then I pulled a 6, and then I pulled the 3, which is maybe.
Oh my
Between
God.
3 and 6 months. It's done.
Okay. Yeah. So
wow. I can't believe that.
I know. I love it. So when you guys are asking those questions and you get an answer, change the time, change a variable, because, you might get a different answer with a new variable. Woo, Lord have mercy. Okay. Nivra says, hi, Susan Afefe. I was told last year my picker was broken when it comes to love, LOL. I wonder what my prospects are over the next 2 months. Oh, she's ready. She's frisky. Okay.
My picker is broke too. I'm probably not the best person. Look, I'm sitting back like, Susan, can you answer that?
Yeah, she just like step back like, I'm not going there. Come on, Afefe.
I hope I can help with your picker, because I need some help with mine. I get that. I get it.
You heard it here, folks. She needs help with her picker. She's fixing to meet somebody, and then she's gonna have to be all, like, we told you. We're gonna tell you too. All right.
Okay, definitely get out into some group settings. I'm sorry, Susan. I didn't mean to.
Jump in, girl. Jump in.
Oh, there's opportunities. I will say that. There are some opportunities out there for you. And I don't know if it's in the workplace or it's in a place where people gather, but it is not online. I think that's what they're saying to me. It's not necessarily online or dating apps or that sort of thing. This is in person, face to face. This is being in someone's energy. And I'm seeing a fiery something.
A fiery something.
Fiery
Never, girl.
Passion.
It's getting interesting. What else?
Like passion and joy. Ooh. And I don't know about 2 months, but maybe 3.
Okay, I don't know why you're giving them only 2 months.
Yeah, maybe 3, just in terms of you getting out there. Take a course. Oh, Oh, yes, yes, yes. He's out there. He's fiery. He's
Now, fiery is a good thing, right? Because I
yeah.
didn't think so.
Oh, I'm sorry, not fiery like anger, but fiery as in charisma,
Passion.
as in passionate, as in
Oh,
suave, as in
whoa,
let's
suave.
dance, dance the night away,
Woo.
as in sweep you off your feet kind
Oh,
of thing. So that's good. Now, because that picker, now if that picker has been driving you toward that type typically, and you get swept away too quickly, then balance it out a little bit more. But opportunities are there for you. 100% opportunities are there for you, but not online, not dating apps. You got to get out.
okay. I don't know how. See, I don't know how the tarot tells you all that, but it does. Okay, good. And I agree. I think this is a potential soulmate opportunity. Okay. Now they wanted a clarification on the goose. We said the goose would be okay, but we just need to tell them the goose is going to get rescued, and I see the goose being okay. Okay. I feel like the goose lives. What do you think?
Yeah, I thought that's what we said.
I did too.
It
I
was a
guess we needed to
dire,
be more clear.
okay, it's a dire situation, and the healing process is going to take time. I remember I pulled temperance on that one with the devil. So it is a dire situation. We just didn't want to sugarcoat that. But yes, I think the goose is going to be good, but it's going to take some time. It's really going to take some dedicated effort.
Yeah. And maybe the goose goes to like a rescue.
Sanctuary, yeah,
Like a rescue or some kind of place like that. I don't see the goose going back into the wild for a while, if ever. The goose might stay in some sort of rescue or some sanctuary. That's probably what you said.
yeah,
Okay.
like sanctuary.
Okay. I don't think I've read this. Yeah. Blessed 1111, thank you for your donation. Will my son get his life together and go to post-secondary and get additional education? He is struggling. Okay, Blessed 1111. Will my son get his life together and go to post-secondary and get additional education? This is in Canada. I feel like, and Afefe is going to nail that. She just does these detailed readings. I don't like in like 1 minute. But anyway, I think that he might go to trade school or he might go to some sort of technical school. I don't know. I feel like there's a technical thing, and it feels it doesn't feel like construction. It feels almost high tech, robotic, manufacturing. I don't know. This is my poor dog. She has to wear her. She's got the cone of shame.
Oh.
You have the cone of shame, Zoe? Look, the poor Zoe. Look at Zoe. Oh, poor baby. She's like, take this thing off of me. I'm sorry, honey. You got to wear it. Okay. What did you get, Afefe? Lay down, baby. It's okay.
I got give him some space to make his own decisions, Mom. Because he's definitely feeling the pressure from you a little bit, and all well-intentioned. I see you coming up here beautifully as the Queen of Cups and the Empress, and that's the mothering, just wanting the absolute best for him. What mother wouldn't? So I get it, but he does feel, I got the Five of Wands. He feels a little heat coming from you, in that sort of pushing him in a certain direction, and he just needs a little more time. He's very smart. I think Susan said that in her impression of him. He's very smart, and he's very capable. And I see him going places. I've got the Chariot here with the Lovers. I see him going places, but he needs time to make that decision and make some good choices for himself. He doesn't want to be pushed. He doesn't want to find himself in something that he wasn't ready for. He's responsible in his own way. When you say get his life together, I think he thinks he's doing that, but he's doing it according to his time plan, not yours. And for some of us, it goes a little slower than we'd like. but I think he's going to be okay. He just needs a little extra time to figure it out and figure out if that secondary education is really what he wants to do, or more like when he wants to do it.
I concur 100%. Very good reading. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, Afefe. All right. I don't know where I'm at again. I know we have way too many questions in here to get to them. So let's go. Maybe, I don't know how you doing, Afefe. We've been reading for almost an hour and a half.
Yeah.
5 more minutes, 10 more minutes. What do you want to do?
I'm good. I can do another 5 minutes.
Okay. All right. Glenafee Minna says, and thank you for your donation, dear, says she's moving to 90% sure, 90% sure she's moving to Colorado. Want to know if I will for sure, number one, will my employer accept me as a remote worker, number two, and number three, will she be safe there?
Okay, say those again for me.
So she's 90% sure that she's moving to Colorado. 90% sure. She wants to know if her employer will let her be a remote worker if she does move there, and she wants to know if she'll be safe there.
Okay. So 90% sure she's going. Can she work remote, and will she be safe?
Yes.
You're definitely, oh, yes. And you are very highly regarded on your job, like very highly regarded. I think there's a little bit of hesitancy on your part about what Colorado is really going to feel like in terms of just not knowing, not knowing fully what the future brings. The Two of Wands. Exactly. You're fine. We have the Magician, so you may have to sell them on it a little bit. Sometimes the Magician is having to finesse things and getting things the way that you want them to go. But you got the Ace of Pentacles. This is going to be a really good start for you. A good environment, a good opportunity, a good monetary opportunity, stability, able to build, and maybe even some other things coming your way in Colorado by being there. Be on the lookout. Yeah.
That is a comprehensive reading in 1 minute. It's amazing. All right. Thank you so much, Afefe. Good luck, Glenafee. Really good luck. And I think it sounds like you've got this. And Frotivity, thank you for putting your question back up there again. I just hit the wrong button and you disappeared. Frotivity wants to know about career path. I will do my best. When you have like a broad definition like that, it can be a little broad in response. I'm picking up creativity. And I'm also picking up that you're not sure that pays the bills. You know what I mean? Being an artist or being a graphic artist or whatever creative, and that could be music, it could be everything. Sometimes we think that those things don't really pay the bills. You are not the kind of person that can be in an office. I don't see you doing well in an office with that incandescent lighting, and like having a lot of structure. You like someone, look, give me a job, tell me how to do it, I'll do it, but don't hang over me. Don't be crowding me with your energy. I'll do it, but I want to have some freedom to do it in the way I want. Don't give up on this creative thing, even if you have to get a job. I don't know. They're telling me that I shouldn't have said that. They're saying, no, this person should go for it, should go for that creative. I'm getting clothing, fashion, video. I mean, I'm getting all kinds of creative music, all kinds of things. Let me know if that makes any sense. Afefe, what are you getting, dear?
It makes total sense. But I also see the conflict between wanting to be free, independent. I've got the Queen of Wands here, wanting to be, and the Emperor. So wanting to be in charge of yourself, wanting to give voice and vision to what it is that that excites you and that thrills you and that makes you feel really good about your potential. But on the other hand, thinking, I got the Four of Pentacles here, the Six of Pentacles. So also being a person who's very aware, hey, I got bills to pay. There's the reality of, living, doing what I want, doing what I feel like I must. And so that's the tension. But I do think Spirit is saying, Susan said something about Spirit is like her, she was, don't even tell them, like, just go for it. Because I did get Temperance here, and I get where that's coming from with that, is understanding it's okay to commit to a vision that's going to be incremental for you. And to understand that even if you need to do what you got to do to pay the bills, to be realistic, but do not give up on your dreams. Figure out a way to do both if you have to, over a period of time, until one begins to take over and get you going in that direction. But everything that Susan said, that the guides are telling her about you being the kind of person you would never be satisfied in a 9-to-5 desk job. It's just not, you are here to create and birth and be a mover and a shaker. I do see you. It's funny you said fashion. I just hope you can see that. See how that
nice. There you go.
Okay, she is decked out. It's you.
Yeah.
That's Spirit.
Perfect. And her name is Leslyn. Her online name is Frotivity. And she says, yes, I want to start a business and also have a regular career. I see it for you, girl. I think Spirit is really excited about the business aspect, about the creativity aspect. Girl, you've got it. It's in you. You've got support. I say go for it for real. But I get it. You might have to have, like Afefe said, you might have to have that job to pay those bills at first, but don't get caught in that. This is the soul killing part of what happens to us. We get the bills, we get the job, and then we have to pay the bills with the job. And then we can't break free of that prison to do the side hustle or to make the side hustle the main hustle. Try not to get trapped into that. It's something that I think all of us have gotten trapped in at one time or another. All of us of a certain age. It's so easy to get trapped in that.
Yeah. You won't.
It really is.
She won't. She won't.
She won't?
Nope.
All right, go. Like I said, I keep underestimating you, and your guides are like, she got this. Get out of the way. I'm like, okay. Last thing I'm going to say is Lisa Foster says, can we please tell Claudette where her cat Sunny is? This is so hard, Lisa. It's not that easy. I mean, so I see bushes, but I don't know where the bushes are. I don't know. It's a lot harder to do than you guys think it is. But let me just see what I can do. If I orient myself with the house, that the place where the cat lives, maybe the question would be, Afefe, or maybe you've already got it dialed in. Maybe the question is the cat near the house? Is the cat at somebody else's house? Is the cat okay? These are some questions you can kind of ask.
Is there a possibility?
Come back. What did you get?
Is there a possibility that someone else would have taken the cat in?
For sure. Cats aren't stupid. They know. It's cold outside. I'm going over here and get me a hot meal.
Place else. And I say that because I do get a kind person. I got a King of Pentacles here who shows up. But look at this. I want you to see this visual. You see that labyrinth?
Oh my God.
Yeah. So the kitty has definitely been, got lost. And there was a period of waiting. I've got the Hangman. There was a period of waiting, but I think there's some form of rescue here. And I can't see who this is, but just the fact that he comes up with safety. Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. So I think the kitty's going to be okay, either taken in by a neighbor or, a caring person of some sort. Yeah. Yes.
All right.
That's what I got.
You heard it here, folks. You heard it here. She figured out the cat's coming back. The tarot has spoken. See, I don't read tarot. I'm always fascinated by people who read tarot like she does. Like, she can answer any question with those cards. It's amazing to me. I love it. Okay, guys. The cat's going to be okay. The goose is going to be okay. everybody's going to be okay.
We're going to be okay.
Basically, no, the cat will come back. The cat is fine. The cat is with somebody, and the cat is going to come back.
Yeah,
it's going to be good. It's all good. Good news. Okay, you guys, I want you guys to take really good care of yourselves. Really, really good care. And please check out Afefe's channel, Touched by Tarot, and email her at trulytouchedbytarot@gmail.com for a reading. You guys, I mean, I'm telling you, she's amazing. And check out her class that she's got coming up, where she's going to be teaching you the major arcana with the tarot and your chakras and manifesting.
Absolutely.
Okay?
I want to correct, the email address is only touched by tarot at
My
Gmail.
bad. Touched by tarot@gmail.com.
You got it.
By tarot@gmail.com. Okay. And then, since you guys, a few of you are still here, Afefe and I are talking about doing a live on Valentine's night to talk about the romance.
How to fix those pickers.
But we're both single, so I was like, "Hey, are you doing anything?" No, I'm like, I'm like, well, you might get a hot date between now and then. You know, who knows? But anyway, we'll come back. We'll be live February 14th. Get all your romance questions together.
Get your candles. Get your chocolates. You know, we're gonna. You know.
Oh my God, we're gonna romanticize it. All right.
Yeah.
And even if you're in a relationship, we're happy to answer relationship problems, right? So, or a relationship, you know, how to spice it up a little bit. I don't know where this is gonna go, guys. Be careful. Viewer guidance, whatever. I don't know. T-barb says, I don't even want to fix my picker. I know, we get like that, right? We sure do. We get like that. I understand.
I get
anyway. We're going to do it anyway. We're going to have fun, because love is the answer to everything. And Spirit wants us all to experience love. So
100%. 100%.
I'm sorry, Nikwa. We have been going for an hour and a half. And that is actually why I told you about the February 14th, because I think you asked a relationship question. And you can come back and get that answered on February 14th. We could do this all night. People would have questions and donations for hours. I know I've done that before. And this is a lot of energy for us. It's a lot for us to do an hour and a half of this. So we really just have to draw the line somewhere. And I'm sorry that I didn't get to read everybody, but I really send you guys all love and light. And I know that Afefe does too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Take really good care, you guys. We'll be in touch soon, and have a good night. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much. It was a joy to be with you.
Same here.
Bye-bye.
Bye.